Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and today we have an absolutely gorgeous day to go for a ride in a beautiful car. This car is a 1988 560 SL Mercedes. Please take the time and watch our other videos. We'll do a cold start video showing the engine starting up cold with oil pressure, and you can hear the motor. We also do a showroom video where I'll go more depth into the history of the car and the overall physical condition of the car, which is quite high. And the purpose of today is a driving video to let you see how the car runs and drives. A couple of things I'd like to point out before we drive, just because it's relative to the driving video. This was a one family owned car. It was sold new by Continental Motors in Fairfield, Connecticut in 1988. We have the original owner's manuals, a lot of original documents from when the car was sold new. It was serviced by Mercedes-Benz dealers. It then moved out to Napa, California, having a nice Mercedes SL life. And then after a while, it came back to Connecticut again. All the same family owned the car, and you see consistent servicing through the whole car's life. It only has today 36,000 miles on it. That is absolutely accurate, correct miles. However, in that time period, in about 2,000 miles ago, in 2018, the car was very much had a major service and was refurbished. The motor was pulled out, the engine was resealed, front and rear main seals, the heads were pulled off, new gaskets put on, the transmission was resealed, and for a Mercedes, all the things that SLs need was done. The new transmission and engine mounts were replaced, the timing chains, the guide rails, the tensioners were all replaced. It also had the subframe mounts done, which were important on these cars. So about, I don't know, I think about $12,000 was spent on the car. We have the invoice for it. So all the questions that pop up on the SLs, that was all done on this car. And so what we have today is just a beautiful, beautifully running car. Temperature's fine, working fine. Fuel gauge works, oil pressure works, economy gauge works. All of the idiot lights are out, which is correct. SRS and ABS are all functioning properly. The speedometer works and the odometer works. The tach works, and amazingly the clock is still working in the car. Coming across here, the radio works, AM, FM stereo, of course, and then the air conditioning and climate control are working. All of the windows are working, hazard switch. And I mentioned in the showroom video, the dashboard, the wood is just simply gorgeous. There are no cracks, there's no peeling, just incredible condition. And this is also a real leather car. This is not MB-Tex. So the car drives just as you would expect a well-maintained, well-serviced SL that had all of that work done about 2,000 miles ago. So the subframe mounts are tight. The 560s just have a lot more punch to the motor. We'll close our windows so we're a little more quiet. So it had one family owned it up until the second owner bought it, which is who owns it now, and he bought it a couple of years ago. So it's just a very well preserved, nicely cared for SL. The brakes are smooth, very linear. There's no vibration at all. The car stops straight and true, which it should. The steering is nice and tight. It doesn't have the looseness that some of these cars develop. The current owner of the car did put the European style bumpers on it. He lowered the car slightly by an inch or so there are different springs on it, and he put the wheel and tire package on it. Other than that, it's completely stock. The wheel and tire and spring combination, the car it has better turn-in response than an SL of this vintage normally would, so it's a little crisper in the handling, slightly stiffer in the suspension, but just minimal. So it's a nice compromise. So if you're looking at this series of SLs, the 560s are quite strong. The engines were really good at this point and good power in the American market. This car has had long ownership history, great service history, all the important mechanical work done. It's been about $11,000 done 2,000 miles ago. Today it presents beautifully, your classic silver and blue leather. So this is a really good one. If you've been thinking about one of these, take a look at this car. It's pretty unique, and it's a beautiful car. So thanks for coming along for the ride.